Single power switch? Seems like poor planning.
Major George Sawyer,
Feels
personal
very
log,
American.
January 20th, 1946. After speaking with Major Staver this morning, I can confirm Operation Stapler has been a resounding success. While our officers met with the Soviet representatives to negotiate the fair split of Group 935's research, our operatives quietly extracted 40 of its scientists and their families. In the coming days, they're to be officially hired as War Department special employees. To our knowledge, the Soviets have yet to realize what we've done. Since the discovery of the depository near Groom Lake in '37, our progress has been minimal. Our hope is that these scientists will provide us the edge we desperately need for our Element 115 research program. All of this would not have been possible without the help of one Dr. Edward Richthofen. When he reached out to us last August, he promised unfettered access to Group 935's research in exchange for providing safe harbor for its scientists. While we may not have secured all the research, we did get the scientists, the brain trust. If we do ever locate Dr. Richthofen, I would like to shake his hand and thank him personally for the great service he has provided to the United States of America.
Are we here on purpose, or was accident? People always making time to record things.
This is Dr. Schuster, personal log, June 27th, 1947. With the help of Major Sawyer and Operation Stapler, I began employment at the Pentagon. I'm assigned to their 115 division, which focuses on R&D of the element. While I am grateful for this opportunity, I have my reservations. Element 115 is a resource with potentially infinite applications. Yet the only thing these scientists and the Pentagon seem concerned with are our undead experiments. I made it clear to them that my own work with Group 935 was primarily focused on its teleportation technologies. If they wanted my help with that, I would gladly oblige. But the idea of resuming undead experimentation horrified me. The room went silent. Clearly, they were not satisfied with my answer. Finally, Major Sawyer asked why. I was blunt, perhaps too blunt, and told them what happened at Griffin Station. About Maxis's daughter Samantha, about the MPD, about the undead outbreak, about everything. If we resumed experimentation, there was no guarantee she wouldn't take control of them just as she had done the others. More importantly, there was no guarantee she wouldn't kill us all, as her father instructed her. I told them all this, and do you know what happened? They laughed.
I'm just a little confused, Dr. Schuster. You've already successfully established a teleporter link between the Pentagon and Groom Lake.
The Pentagon to Groom Lake is child's play, a distance of 3,890 kilometers. What we're talking about now is a distance of 380,000 kilometers.
But it can be done.
Of course, Colonel Sawyer, but I had 2 years to perfect the link to Groom Lake. The timetable you've given me to establish a link to the moon is far more aggressive.
Do I need to remind you what we're up against? Dr. Richthofen told us about Griffin Station back in '45. From what we've discovered, he told the Soviets the same thing. The Soviets achieved teleportation 2 years before we did. If they get to the moon first, they get to claim Griffin Station.
Yes, I know all about your adorable space race. But need I remind you that if this teleporter becomes operational, even a single mathematical error could lead to catastrophic results? Yes, it will take you to the moon. I have little worry over where it will take you. I worry about when.
What? Time travel? Give me a break.
Precisely. If the specifications are not exact, we could create temporal rifts with ripple effects that will undo the very fabric of space-time itself. Simply put, don't rush. Science moves at its own pace.
Just get it done, Doctor. You have 2 weeks before we begin testing.
Washington's words have lingered with me these last few days. To be prepared for war is one of the most effective means of preserving peace. Mankind has always prepared for war because we face an enemy we know intimately, our fellow man. In a way, we are the only enemy we have ever truly known. But now, I sit here with the Groom Lake report in my hand and I contemplate an enemy beyond our comprehension. An entity with the powers of a god that can manipulate time, space, and the very nature of other beings. The evidence is clear. A trail of carnage can be tracked. October 21st, 1945, the Rising Sun Research Facility. October 28th, 1945, Group 935's Del Riza facility. April 25th, 1956, the Himalayas. Now, I am no stranger to undead experimentation, nor their outbreaks. I've read Purnell's reports on the airfield and asylum incidents. The undead may be a concern, but they are not the threat. Without a leader, they are mindless and uncoordinated. But the idea of a being that commands an undead army with seemingly unlimited resources, that gives them marching orders to strike at any time and any place, how do you prepare for war with that? How do you protect America? How do you protect the planet? One of the scientists we acquired from Group 935, Dr. Schuster, I believe is his name, claims to be familiar with the entity. He says her name is Samantha. This Samantha may be the greatest threat our nation has ever faced. Certainly more than that from the Soviet Union or Cuba, for they are just men.
You have made progress, Dr. Lehman.
Yes? Yes. As you know, our success with the undead experimentation has been limited.
Yes, we've achieved the same benchmarks as Max's. But as with his trials, they refuse to obey orders.
That's right. We can't control them. We can't make them docile. But I believe I've cracked it.
I'm listening.
Okay, last month, our man inside the Ascension group sent us copies of Dr. Richtofan's diary. I've been poring over it, following his research, and...
That doesn't seem very docile to me.
Just watch. Stand back, Dr. Schuster. I promise you, it's quite safe. Walk.
Incredible. It's completely subservient. How did you achieve this?
Well, I vaporized element 115, brought it to a gaseous state. The specimen inhaled it.
Inhaled it?
Unfortunately, it had to be done while the specimen was still alive.
While they were still alive? Good heavens, man, did you...
The soldier was going to die anyway. Doctor? Are you all right?
Oh, my apologies, Lehman. I'm distracted by the eyes. They're yellow.
October 10th, 19...
You've done what, Dr. Richtofen?
Oh, I'm sorry. Do you not see the microphone in my hand? Recording for posterity is important. Ahem. October 10th, 1945.
You've made a deal with the Americans?
And the Russians. You can't forget them.
But our work, this war,
The war is over, Dr. Schuster. It is my responsibility to ensure the work of Group 935 continues.
But these deals. It would mean the end of Group 935. The Americans and the Russians would tear us apart. Everything we stood for.
Everything this organization stood for died the day Dr. Maxis made that infernal deal with the Reichstag. You and I both know this to be true. Listen to me and understand. Our technological developments with 115 are the envy of the entire world. These agreements guarantee our work will continue in America and Russia, and that they will continue with our scientists at the helm. I am sorry, but for our work to live on, Group 935 must come to an end. Oh, cheer up, Dr. Schuster. I have asked that you go to the Americans. It will be good for your softer side.
You will not go to America?
Nor to Russia. Once Dr. Groff confirms that the MPD is ready, we will proceed with Operation SHIELD as planned. And then, I have a date with destiny.
What are you getting out of this deal, Dr. Richthofen?
A feeling of fulfillment that I've saved my fellow scientists from the unemployment line and possibly prison.
Edward, please.
Don't you worry about me, Dr. Schuster. I will be well taken care of.
Richthofen. Hope for your next move is a giant reap.
Log entry 97, August 3rd, 1963. The matter transference device has been realigned. Again, in order to accommodate additional temporal variables. This is test number 11, human subject 5, one Private Hastings. If the transference specs are correct, Private Hastings will arrive at Griffin Station on August 3rd, 1963. If he arrives at this date, a communication link will be successfully established, and we will have confirmed that the teleporter's temporal anomalies have been compensated for. Are you ready, Private Hastings?
Yes, sir.
I can't understand a word of what he's saying in that ridiculous suit. A simple thumbs up will suffice, Private Hastings. Good. Initiate the transference matrix. Moment of truth. Dr. Richards, did it work? Do we have a stable connection?
No, sir. Nothing. We've lost it.
That's the 5th man we've lost. This base is rapidly running out of privates. Oh, I suppose they're all just dancing around on the moon somewhere in the far future, having a grand old time. Wait, what's happening? Richard, what did you do?
Nothing, sir. Something's coming through.
Hit the alarm. Get me Purnell. We need soldiers here immediately. Who the hell are you? Where did you come? Wait. No, it's not possible.
10 out of 10 trials. Docile and obeying commands. And it's activated with living subjects.
That's correct, Colonel. Completely subservient.
And you've achieved all this with a chemical gas?
That is correct, Colonel. Dr. Lehman has successfully transformed Element 115 into a chemical weapon.
Do you know what this means, Dr. Lehman? What the potential of this gas could be?
Yes, but more importantly, we've gotten these creatures to obey our commands, as Richthofen and Maxis would have wanted.
Oh, to hell with them! This gas, if you released it over Moscow, you could end this Cold War tomorrow. Dr. Schuster, when can we bring this to full production?
With some additional testing, 6 weeks.
That's perfect.
Hold on a damn minute, okay? That's not what this is all about. We're talking about building an undead army here. How do you not all get that? It's what I'm supposed to do. It's what I've been ordered to do.
What's gotten into you, Dr. Lehman?
What's gotten into me? We're not following her orders. She told me to do this. It's what we have to do, not waste our time with this bullshit.
Excuse me, Doctor. Do we have a problem?
No, Colonel, no problem. We'll get it done.
Be sure you do.
What the devil has gotten into you?
I'm sorry. Look, I'm not sure what happened. Okay, it's that damned diary. Ever since I started reading it, I'm hearing things like a voice in my head.
Pull yourself together. This is a major breakthrough. Be proud of your work.
Don't worry. I still hear you. They are fools. It will be done.
Are you here?
They do not understand, right? They don't see what you are trying to accomplish. But I will show them. They want it weaponized? I will show them what weaponized does. Soon, they will know.
Dr. Lehman, I was told you might be down here. Dr. Lehman, what are you doing?
I am doing what I have to do. You all must understand.
That is the facility's air filtration system. If you release the gas,
Then you will all learn a hard lesson in how disobeying her wishes has consequences.
damn it, where are the gas masks? What have you done?
I'm sorry. I have to get her out of my head. Goodbye, Dr. Schuster.
It is only right that I am rewarded.
Is this your doing, Samantha? Are you there? We're truly doomed.